What's up, y'all? Thanks for stopping by the Surge T channel. I am Surge T, and this video I will be doing my rundown and thoughts on NXT UK for the 28th of July. I was about to say January, July 2021. And let's get on with it and let's get it going. The Irish Ace Jordan Devlin is in action, and he goes against Tristan Archer, who gave a pretty good showing last week. The Frenchman had a great going against Joseph Connors, but of course he's not going to beat Joseph Connors, who is one of the rising stars in NXT UK. Now, I found out that this guy was a past participant of the Cruiserweight Classic. A lot of these guys coming out, you see him now in NXT and NXT UK, and they were in the Cruiserweight Classic. Cut a lot of weight to make it, and when he got out of it, of course, just like Cedric Alexander and who was the other one? Fabian Eichner. They put that weight back on. They put the muscle back on, and all these guys are kicking ass, being in that proper weight department that they were in before the Cruiserweight Classic. But let's move on. Again, the Devil Inside. Because that's the name of it. Andrew said, and then it's actually a high angle backdrop driver, mentioned by Nigel McGuinness. And he finishes off Archer, and a 1-2-3 gives the Irish Ace the victory. Now, A-Kid and Devlin come face to face after Devlin ran down the Spanish superstar and saying that his career will be on the line. I mean, he's talking to the GM of NXT UK, Johnny Saint. Then he said he's going to put his career on the line, and then Johnny Saint's like, no, 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 no. It's like he's one of our rising stars. His career ain't going to be on the line. His career, he has a long career ahead of him. And Jordan Devlin's pretty much saying, you don't understand. If he's going into this match with me, he's going to be putting his career on the line because his career will be over, pretty much. That's what he's saying, pretty much. Why didn't Johnny Saint not understand that, right? As long as he's been in the industry. One of the British legends of British wrestling, right? But and the Iron Man match is actually going to be next week, which is cool. Looking forward to that match. Seeing A-Kid get some dose of payback and retribution. And we see A-Kid come out. He has his crutches on, thinking, okay, is he going to be ready for next week? And then he kicks out one of his crutches, kicks out the other one. You're thinking he's going to be hopping on his feet, but he's standing tall. People are going, uh-oh, especially the commentators. And then lays a beat down on Devlin. Pretty much proving him. He even hit him with a drop kick. Picture perfect, knocking Devlin outside the ring. And is he ready? Damn sure he is. Now, Aoife Valkyrie and Ginny are on a collision course. And man, I am anticipating a classic in the making for the women's division in NXT UK, and I found out that their match is actually tonight. Actually, it was tonight in this night's program, so I was surprised. I thought maybe one more week, but they're going to be in action later on, and then we see like a recap of Walter and Dragunov, and that match is going to blow the roof off of the CWC, and at NXT Takeover 36. And we see like a new segment or promo, or getting his words, Walter's final words, or not final words, but his words since the announcement. And pretty much says that he's going to expose Ilya, and the one thing that will never change is that him being the NXT UK champion. So are we looking at 1,000-day reign that they're aiming for right now? He's at 700 plus, right? Maybe even nearing 800. Maybe at 800. I don't know. He's around there, but he broke Pete Dunne's long record, which was 600 some odd days, right? So I don't know. I think Ilya Dragunov would be the person that could take it off him, because remember, it was believable when he came close so many times during their first match. That I was like, this guy's gonna win. It'll be believable. The guy's much smaller than Walter, but Ilya Dragunov is just as strong and powerful and just as tenacious as Walter is. So let's see how the Ring General and Dragunov fare against one another when that match happens. The day after SummerSlam, which is the NXT Takeover 36. Now, the women's champ Satomura, Mako Satomura that is, enters the women's locker room and states she wants everyone to challenge her like Amel did. She kind of lights a fire under everybody's, butt, and the women proceed to bicker and argue, and Mako just stands back and smiles as if her mission is complete. She's got these women motivated, and she's like, "Come on, bring it on, bring it on, bring it on, ladies, bring it on." Now, Aoife Valkyrie's in action, and her opponent is, I thought it's going to be just another enhancement talent, another jobber, or someone who's up and coming or rising, but no, it's the NXT UK veteran Ginny, and this match was very, very good. I liked it. I like when both these ladies wrestle individually against other people, and when they wrestle against each other, it's like magic in that ring, and I'm watching it and I'm loving it. And then that annoying little flea, Joseph Connors, it's like he kept interfering, And during this match, though, I just had to say that Aoife Valkyrie, man, she is intense and a fiery woman as that. And she slapped the taste out of Jenny's mouth. This after Jenny decided to slap Aoife first, and that was a big mistake because she fired her up, and Aoife Valkyrie looked unstoppable. She really did, and like I said, that annoying little bug, that annoying little flea, Joseph Connors, man, he interfered not once but twice, and that was enough to, I mean, because I don't know. It's like Jenny always talks about being the premier talent in the ring. She needs Joseph Connors. Is that why she aligned herself with Joseph Connors? Because you know, and then well, it kind of worked out for her because you know, Jenny takes advantage of the last interference where she Eva knocked his ass off the ring apron, and then she connects with the rolling Liger kick. That move, which she's taken out many opponent with that move, and Aoife wasn't no match for it, and no match for it because how is she going to focus when you got Joseph Connors always on the up on the ring apron, you know, and say what you want and how she got the win, but it's a win nonetheless. That's what makes heels what they are, heels. That's what brings it. That's what pretty much. I mean, I'm getting kind of all over the place with what I want to say, but that's pretty much what you expect from a heel. If people want to say, oh, she cheats all the time, or she just does that, it's just like that's a heel. She's playing the heel to the hilt. You know what I mean? And that's actually maybe a good thing that they both got each other in their corners, because then they can always use their services, if you will, during a match. But I'm not, counting her out. Aoife's going to come back. They might have another match, and maybe she'll knot it up. And then they're going to have that payoff, final match. And then whoever wins that is going to be probably the one that's going to be up in line for the women's title. Now, Joe Coffey and Rampage Brown are heading towards that ultimate showdown, and Coffey still claims NXT UK is his kingdom. Things haven't changed. He definitely from day one proclaimed that, and then he formed Gallus, and he's been close to getting the winning the championship. He went up against Pete Dunne at one time, and he almost won the title, but he's one guy that I really would like to see as a champion, because he's one of those guys that it's just like he just looks like the champion, like, and to bring that to his group, to Gallus, and then maybe Gallus, Mark Coffey and Wolfgang will win the tag team titles back, and they'll be that powerful trio, that faction. I'd like to see that. Looking forward to their match. That's going to be a banger of a match, really. Now, A Kid He's feeling confident. He's stopped backstage, and just like he made history becoming the first ever Heritage Cup champion, he'll also make history by winning the first Iron Man match on the NXT UK brand. At least it's not like the main roster or whatever, who they always say they're the first one. You know, like they made claim that they had the first ever women's Iron Women's match, Iron Women match, right? And then they forgot that Bailey and Sasha had one on NXT. One of the best matches ever, not only for NXT or WWE, but it's ranked right up there with one of the best matches ever. You know, but he's confident, and I think AK looking like as good as he did earlier. I think that he may pull this out, but he's going up against the Irish Ace, so we'll see. Now, Aaliyah James, and she's going to go against Stevie Turner, and I see Miss Turner winning this one right off the bat. She's someone who has momentum on her side, and in this match and in every other match, she continues to dedicate them to her late tag partner Hana Kimura, one of the rising stars in Japan. It's a shame how she went out, how she passed on, and one of the tragedies when it comes to wrestling, because she definitely was someone who probably was headed to NXT UK or to NXT or even the main roster. She was headed to WWE most likely, maybe, I'm not sure, but she would eventually have been there, you know. But she definitely would have been mainstream. She would have definitely, like, I think she's always been in Japan, and she wrestled sometimes in the US, but I didn't know about her until the whole thing happened with her and her passing away, the tragedy behind it. But her friend here, her tag partner, is here, and he's dedicating her matches to her, and he does win one for her after hitting the rope assisted flatliner and getting the 3 count. The move is just like what Liv Morgan does on the main roster. Goes out the ropes and does a flatliner, and she gets the 3 count. And during the match, there was an announcement that Blair Davenport will be in action, and I was wondering, where is Blair Davenport? Well, I saw her backstage. She was one of the ones who had her focus on Mako when Mako made that comment. And yeah, so next week she's going to be in action, and that's cool. Dave Mastiff and Jack Stars are training in the ring, in the rope, bouncing off the ropes. And Stars may be quick, but the Bomber is immovable. You saw Jack Stars going off the ropes, ducking Dave Mastiff, and then when he comes back off the ropes, Mastiff just stands there, and boom, Jack Stars just bounces off of him, and thus he said, you may be quick, but I am immovable, and that's true. And I think that they'll be a great team. You got the speed and the quickness of Jack Stars, and you got the power and the immovability of the Bomber Dave Mastiff. Now, let's go to the main event, and that is Symbiosis, who look to, take care of business, possibly finish off the reunited Mustache Mountain. And it's Primate and T-Bone who will face Tyler Bate and Trent Seven. They get jumped early, but things are negated as Tyler Bate presents his nunchucks and is swinging them around, and he causes this Symbiosis duo to hightail it to the outside. If I saw nunchucks being swung at me, I'd do the same thing. Now, if I had a pair of nunchucks myself, I can get him away from Tyler Bate. I'd be able to show him something, But I tell you what, that right there caused kind of set the tempo. I think that's the tempo they wanted to set. Hey, we got things under control here, and we're the ones that are going to be making sure that you guys don't get nothing over on us. But there's so much action here. See a power bomb followed by a flying headbutt, power bomb by T-Bone, a flying headbutt by Primate. It doesn't keep Bates down, and even though Eddie Dennis hits that move of his, that Razor Ramon-esque Razor's Edge, and he did that to Bate, and Bate drove him right into the top of the guardrail, thinking that he's going to be out. And head and back and shoulders first, into the rail, but then it's followed up by Symbiosis hitting a sit-out powerbomb, followed by a frog splash. The sit-out powerbomb by Primate, frog splash by T-Bone. And that combo doesn't even keep Bates down either. Well, 7, he came in and he broke up the count. So give the assist to Trent 7 in making sure that his team doesn't get pinned or get beaten. But then as the match progresses, Bates bounces off the ropes, does that Superman thing into the ropes, bounces, spins around, hits that double clothesline on both Symbiosis members, and then he gets to tag the 7, and he goes flying over the top rope, taking out Dennis on T-Bone and T-Bone. Dennis and T-Bone are together, flies off the top rope, takes them both out, and then 7 nails Primate with a 7-star lariat, but for only a 2 count. You gotta tell you, man, Primate and T-Bone are no joke. They're very tough, really tough, going up against the super tough duo of Bait and 7. But in the end, Bait goes to the top turnbuckle and nails Primate with a flying knee. As Primate is on 7's shoulders, driving Primate into the mat with the Birmingham hammer. And Bait makes the cover and gets the pin for Mustache Mountain. And then, with not that much left in the program, out comes Pretty Deadly. They come out and applaud Bait and 7. Perhaps these two teams will have a date with Destiny for the NXT UK tag team titles. It kind of, as they were coming out clapping us like that, I'm watching it on Peacock and cuts off, So I don't know what happened afterwards, but that's a match I want to see. That's definitely a match that's going to push Pretty Deadly. They're a great tag team. They could be tough when they want to be. They're a good cohesive unit, and they know how to put together move sets, and they know how to do the typical keeping their opponent in their corner, tagging in and out, doing everything they can to wear down the opponent. But Mustache Mountain is going to give them a run, and they're former NXT Tag Team Champions. They really didn't lose in the sense they weren't pinned or something. Trent 7 had a knee injury, something to that effect, and Tyler Bate threw in the towel because you didn't want to see. I believe they lost to the titles back to the Undisputed Era. I believe so. But that's gonna be a great team. I mean, a great team, a great match. If these two ever were to come together, let's see. Next week it might be announced by Sid Scala. So we'll see. But I enjoyed NXT UK. I never not enjoy it. Everything here I liked. Everything worked. Everything moved along smoothly. And I really, really love what they're doing with this thing, with this brand. It should be seen more. I say that almost every video. I say that everybody should check it out. And I highly recommend it because these guys are going to be seen on the main roster soon. You got, Rhea Ripley. You got Tony Storm. Especially Ripley. Really, really making waves in NXT like Tony Storm, and then going to the main roster. Former Raw Women's Champion Tony Storm's now on SmackDown, and you got Pete Dunne now on NXT. He'll probably be called up pretty soon, if not soon enough. And he's gonna be doing something. So I don't think they're gonna bury him. I can hope, but they got money in him and Pete Dunne. But anyway, that's my video for NXT UK for the 28th of July, 2021. Thoroughly enjoyed it, and I can't wait for next week. But anyway, that's my video. So for those of you who stopped by, checked it out, I appreciate it, and thank you very much. And in closing, as always, take care.